Sorry about that. I was in here sitting. I forgot I was streaming. So it's already 18. I sat down here too well. I guess I was coding and trying to connect my earphone. I don't know why it is not connecting, but for sure I'll try. Mm, Here looks like okay, fine. Getting bald in your 20s is next experience, right? It's experience you never get. I guess coming generation will get what I am talking about, but hair fall, man, the hair fall, damn. So much. Okay. Mm, oh yeah, I haven't shared my screen, right? Let's do typing club. I tried to finish that yesterday, but sure shot didn't get that. And what was I? Okay, we were at Anova and Chi Square. Okay. Ah, yeah. Today's date. Today is 2nd January 2026. I was about to say 2025. So today is January 2nd, 2026, and yeah, my earphone finally connected. Up, good song, please. Okay, it will be good, I guess. Yeah. This will be good. I'll try to type. I'll share the screen in a minute. Wait. And I have brought 3 oranges to eat. My water. Okay. That's done there. This one's there. Oh yeah, pin. Yeah, it's here. Everything is right. Yeah. So let's start then. It's already 20 minutes down. We don't have that problem. Anyway, we'll be sitting for around 3. I'll try to finish this if I can. ANOVA, chi-square, confidence interval, A/B testing, use of confidence intervals, and quizzes. I was also looking at namespace. I was also looking at namespace. Okay, I forgot. I can't say I forgot, but I needed to remind myself how to do things and what it is. It's a good reminder to see it, right? So, sorry.
Walk with the flowers, talk with me for hours. Tell me all that brings you grace. Tell me about your powers, I'll give you all my powers. Something to rewind today. Talk with the flowers, talk with me for hours. Tell me all that brings you grace. Tell me about your powers, I'll give you all my powers. Something to rewind today. 'Cause you say you hate me, I would say I love you. You could fucking hate me,
Bro is
and I would say I love you. 'Cause you can fucking hate me, and I would say I love you. You could act just like that, I'm right here. You can fucking hate me, and I would say I love you. You could act just hours. You can make me walk through flames. Tell me when it's over, swear we're never sober. The sun is burning on my face. I'll tell you till we're older, never getting over the way you make me feel that day. This will make you hate me, but you can never break me. Cause you can fucking hate me, I would say I love you. You can act just like that, I'm right here. You can fucking hate me, I would say I love you. You can act just like that, I'm not scared. You can fucking hate me, I would say I love you. You can act just like that, I'm right here. You can try to break me, I would say I love you. I know I'm fucking broken, I'm right here. Walking flowers, talking hours. Tell me brings you grace. Telling my powers, giving my powers.
It's you, it's always you. If I'm ever gonna fall in love, I know it's gonna be you. It's you, it's always you. Met a lot of people, but nobody feels like you. So please don't break my heart, don't tear me apart. I know how it starts, trust me, I've been broken before. Don't break me again, I am delicate. Please don't break my heart, trust me, I've been broken before. I've been broken, yeah, I know how it feels to be open and then find out your love isn't real. I'm still hurting, yeah, I'm
Where are
hurting
you?
inside. I'm so scared to fall in love, but if it's you, then it's you. It's always you. If I'm ever gonna fall in love, I know it's gonna be you. It's you. It's always you. Not a lot of people, but nobody feels like you. So please don't break my heart, don't tear me apart. I know how it starts, trust me, I've been broken before. Don't break me again, I am delicate. Please don't break my heart, trust me, I've been broken before. No, I'm not the best at choosing lovers. We both know my past speaks for itself. If you don't think that we're right for each other, then please don't let history repeat itself. Cause I want you, I want you. There's nothing else I want. Cause I want you, I want you. And you're the only thing I want. It's you, it's always you. If I'm ever gonna fall in love, I know it's gonna be you. It's you, it's always you. Met a lot of people, but nobody feels like you. So please don't break my heart, don't tear me apart. I know how it starts, trust me, I've been broken before. Don't break me again, I am delicate. Please don't break my heart, trust me, I've been broken before.
do is help you understand and grow. Like a way for truth that if not for me simply wouldn't show. Unless you get somebody else who's on my level, but you know that there's no one on my level. You gon' realize if you don't. I wish you would own up to your flaws and just say that you're wrong when you're wrong. Instead of acting like you're right, then it turns into a fight. Now you're storming out my house in the middle of the night. I'm trying to.
I have done faster than this. 72, right? I should have finished it here.
How come when I love somebody, part of me don't wanna stay? Every time I get too close, I just start pushing them away. I know. Maybe I just wanna leave before they try to leave me first. Maybe I don't wanna need them till they say they need me first. I know. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. Drank tequila, I can't drive home. Heart to play cool, heart belongs to you. I know that if I show that I was up, if you want me, then you better start to climb. Women who love me aren't rare, women who mean it hard to find. Something tells me that I'm right about you, please don't prove me wrong. They say love's a song for fools who are wise enough to sing along.
Yeah! Yes. 109 here. 109. Man, that's interesting. Oh, we tried so many times. 3 days ago. We are here for 3 days. This US one, so hard.
Stay with me a little longer before we break it off. I know you love me, this ain't something I would trade it all. We gotta pass, I know it's tragic, we can't take it back. We're at the end, but honestly, girl, I don't hate the fact that we gave it a good try. It's warm in my heart, but to think that you're gonna leave me, girl, it tears me apart.
Yes.
I got used to having you so close to my
this
heart.
was
Nowadays when you get close to me, it's sound an alarm.
This was one shot
Why
I
you
had.
say that you don't know? Tell me where you wanna go. We can hit the road. Why you say that you don't know? Tell me where you wanna go.
That's not
We can hit the road.
word. Say.
Wanna leave, you know I'll never blame you. You always work so hard to reach like you're my operator. Took a piece of me when you're the one I need to save it. What you're seeking for your sake, come with an explanation. Cause there's always bumps on this road. But now I got no hand to hold. Take a chance, look where it took me. Baby, you're a rookie, come on, let's go. Why you say that you don't know? Tell me where you wanna go. We can hit the road.
My muscle memory is not good.
Why you say that you don't know? Tell me where you wanna go. We can hit the road. Why you say that you don't know? Tell me where you wanna go. We can hit the road. All you ever caused was pain. You can say you're sorry, the evidence is on my body, but I never complain. But wear it as a lesson, curse it a blessing. Oh, you're not a prophet. Have you forgotten that you got less? Oh, you're on your knees and you're trying to speak, begging me please, but don't even say what you're gonna say. It's too late, baby. Why did you wait to finally change? It's too late to save me.
Huh? Huh?
You
Huh?
watch me.
Damn. I thought. Wow, I only did wrong for
I don't even pay you back.
336.
You can use it as a weapon, but I won't ever let it pull me back under again. I let you fool me once, but now I'm dead and gone. Oh, you're not a prophet. Have you forgotten that you got less? Oh, you're on your knees and you're trying to speak, begging me please, but don't
Accuracy is not
even
good.
say what you're gonna say. It's too late, baby. Why
Look at this
did
people.
you wait to finally change? It's too late to save me. Oh, you watch me.
I'm getting there.
You watch me.
Getting there.
You watch me.
Slowly but surely. But look at this. Only 55. Getting there. This week, 37 minutes. No problem. It's good enough. It's good enough than yesterday, right? Hey, last week. Sorry. This week 37, last week 32. 5 minutes more. Okay, fine. We'll type. Yeah, I can do that later. Let's read ANOVA. Ah, okay. ANOVA is useful when we need to compare more than two groups and determine whether their means are significantly different. Suppose you are trying to understand which ingredients in a recipe affect its taste. Some ingredients like spices might have a strong influence, while other like a pinch of salt might not change much. Hmm. Variation between groups, variation within each group, total variation. Two sample groups of cells are in machine learning. Feature act like a Okay, understanding ANOVA with a real world example. Let's say we have three schools. School A, this one is bad. My orange. Understand. Okay. Understanding ANOVA with real world examples. School A, School B, and School C. Okay. We collect test scores from students in each school and calculate the average score for each group. The key question is, do students from at least one school perform significantly different from the others? To answer this, ANOVA uses hypothesis testing, null hypothesis. There is no significant difference between the mean scores of the three schools. At least one school's mean score is significantly different from the others. Alternative hypothesis. ANOVA does not tell us which group is different. It only tells us a difference exists. If the p-value from the ANOVA test is less than 0.05, we reject the null hypothesis and conclude that at least one group has a significantly different mean score. Okay, p-value from the ANOVA test is less than 0.05 means alpha. Then we reject the null hypothesis. Otherwise, at least and conclude that at least one group has significantly different mean score. Otherwise, we can't say that. Key assumption of ANOVA. For ANOVA to work effectively, three important assumptions must be met. Independence of observations. Each data point should be independent of other. In our example, one student test score should not influence another test student's score. Homogeneity of variances, equal variance. The variance in scores across all groups should be roughly the same. If one school's scores vary widely while the other have similar scores, ANOVA results may be unreliable. Normal distribution. The data within each group should follow a normal distribution. If the data is skewed, it cannot work well. Okay, so data is highly skewed, then it can't work well. It has to be normal distribution, homogeneity of variance, equal variance, and the variance of scores across all groups should be roughly the same. Okay, if one scores vary widely while the other have similar scores, and what results may be unreliable. Normal distribution by types of ANOVA test. ANOVA has two main types, one way or and two way depending on how many independent variables are involved. One way ANOVA. This test is used when we have one independent variable with two or more groups. It helps check if at least one group is different from the other. Imagine we are comparing the average prices of smartphones from three brands, brand A, brand B, brand C, and we have independent variable brand ABC and dependent variable is smartphone price. First, we set up two hypotheses. All brands have the same average price. At least one brand has a different average price. ANOVA helps determine if the price difference are due to real variation between brands or just random chance. However, it only considers one factor, brand, at a time. If we want to check multiple factors, we use two-way ANOVA. Two-way ANOVA is used when we have two independent variables which allow us to analyze their individual effects and their interaction. For example, suppose we want to see how brand and storage capacity 64 GB, 128 GB, 256 GB affect smartphone prices. Factor 1, brand ABC. Factor 2, storage capacity, dependent variable, price. Using two-way ANOVA, we test, does brand affect price? Okay. Does storage size affect price? And does the effect of storage size depend on the brand interaction effect? Okay. If there's an interaction, it means one factor's effect changes depending on the other. For example, brand A's price rise with more storage, but brand C's price stays the same. There are three factors. Okay. And in machine learning, detecting interactions can help create a new feature like brand access storage to improve predictions. This helps us understand how brand and storage together influence price. So factor 1 and factor 2, two analyze used when we have two independent variables and which allows us to analyze their individual effect and their interactions. See how brand and storage capacity affect smartphone prices, and factor 1 is brand and factor 2 is storage capacity, dependent variable is price. Okay, how ANOVA test works. To understand how ANOVA works, let's go through it step by step, focusing on key concepts with the help of an example. Calculate group means. We compare smartphone prices from three brands. Okay, question is given. I guess. Okay, there are three brands. And now we calculate the mean for each branch. No branch, it's brand. Which goes to 222, 200 and 230. Calculate overall mean. So we calculate the overall mean. 1, 2 and 3. Okay, overall mean is 215. And calculate variances. There are two types of variances used in ANOVA. Within group variance, this measures how much the scores in a group differ from group's average. If the scores are closer to average, the variance is small. If scores are spread out, the variance is large. The formula for calculation is within group group variance. Which formula is same as variance, and I minus 1 summation j is equals to 1 and ij minus x mean of I block square individual prices. Xi is individual prices, mean of the group, number of prices in the group. Okay, n is number of prices in the group. Uh, for brand A, prices and means the square differences are individual prices 484, 144, 464, and that. Sum of square differences is this, and variance for A is this divided by n minus 1, which is 370. Similarly, we calculate for both brand B and brand C, we get 250 and 250. Total within a group variance 370, 250, 250. Total within group sum of squares, SSW, yeah, sum of squares, is equals to 1480 given here, sum of differences, plus 1000. Where is that 1000 coming from? Thousand, two, two, three, two. 370, 1480. So it's into 4, 370 into 4, 250 into 4, 250 into 4. Why 4? Because here 1000, 1480. Okay, 1000 is from this. Okay, the sum of square differences. The sum of square differences for 1480, 1000, and 1000. It became 3480. Mean square within MSW is SSW by n minus k. N is 5. Number of groups. How many number of groups are there? So 5. N is 3. What is k? What's k here? Number of groups. Different from groups average of the square of group. Number of prices in the group. Okay, 1 group A, group B, and group C. 3 groups. 5. 3 groups. 5. 5 minus 3. Huh? Oh, 15 minus 3. 15 minus 3, 12 and 290. Okay, 15 minus 3 is the total number in 3 group are 15. Total number in 3 groups are 15. How do I know that? Here the overall 15. So this one and this one is same. Brand A, brand B, brand C. Brand A, brand B, brand C, right? So it's 15 minus 3 comes to 12, 290. Total number of observation in all group combined. Yeah, it's written here only. I didn't see that. Between group variance, SSW is summation of SSD. Between group variance, it measures how much the group means differ from the overall mean. If the group means are far apart, then the variances will be large. If the group means are close to each other, then the variance will be small. To calculate this, we use the formula I same as k minus 1. Sleepy I is equals to 1. K and I x plus I minus x whole square. And I is the number of data points in each group, 5 in each group, and x as is mean of each group. X is overall mean. Okay. For brand A, x a minus x 5 into 49 into 49 contribution to between group variance 5 into 225 1100 25 contribution to between group variance 5 into 225 1125 between group variance MSB SSB 1, which is n minus k was MSW and SSB and MSB between group squared sum. Hey! I'm sleepy. Brand A 49, brand B 225 225, and contribution to between group variance 5 into 245 1100 225 gives 1247. I think I did that F ratio calculation between group variance divided by MSW, which gives 4.3. Uh, Overall mean minus individual mean gives this contribution to group variances. Got it. Interpreting the F ratio. To interpret the F ratio, we compare it with the critical value from F distribution table. If the calculated F ratio is greater than the critical value, we reject the null hypothesis and conclude that at least one group mean is significantly different. Okay. If it is smaller, we fail to reject the null hypothesis. Okay. So it's exactly opposite of p-value, right? If in p value is less than alpha, then we reject null hypothesis. But if f value is smaller than the f distribution table value, then we fail to reject the null hypothesis. Exactly inversely proportional. df degree of freedom between is k minus 1, k minus 1, which is 2k. Why is that? Why is this here? It's just 3 minus 1 is 2. Why is there k minus? Oh, it's repeated. Okay, it's 2 times. This one is wrong. Just cut it down. And minus k if it minus k. So calculated accuracy is greater than the critical value from the table, which depends on the significance level. We reject the null hypothesis and conclude that there are significant differences between the group means and for feature selection in machine learning. ANOVA is also used in machine learning for feature selection. When building a model, not all features help predict the target. ANOVA helps find important numerical features when the target is categorical, like yes or no. Feature selection makes the model simpler, faster, and more accurate. For example, a teacher wants to know if student study hours, assignments, or attendance impact student grades ABCD. The ANOVA F test like Learns F class if checks if the average value of a feature differ across target groups. Okay, how it works? F-test checks if the feature means differ across groups. Example, study hours across grades. If there's a big difference, the feature is important. If not, it's less important. Okay. Uh, the test gives an F statistic and a p-value. Low p-value less than alpha, important feature. High p-value less important, can be removed. Okay. So low p value, then alpha means mm, uh, lower than we reject, uh, which is here important feature, and high than we accept, less important. Difference between one way ANOVA and two way ANOVA. The difference between one way and two way aspect. One way ANOVA. If number of independent variables, it have only one independent variable. It have two independent variable. Purpose test if there's a significant difference in means across multiple groups based on one factor. Test if there's a significant difference in means based on two factors and their interaction. Used when selecting features where a single categorical factor affects a numerical feature. Used when analyzing the effect of two categorical factors and their interaction on a numerical feature. Example, it is used in comparing average sales across different types of advertising, TV, online print. Used in comparing sales based on advertising type, TV, on online print, and sales region east, west, north, south. Complexity is simple test, more complex involves two factor and interaction. Terms. ANOVA helps compare multiple groups to check if their means differ significantly. It prevents multiple t-tests and reduces error. Something just passed by here, right? I don't know what that was, but you should give me a heart attack. Anyway, use of chi-square and ANOVA in data science. Why is there only 9%? Should be more than that. Okay. In data science, we often deal with comparisons, comparing categories or checking if multiple groups have differently behave differently. Chi-square and ANOVA analysis of variance are two key statistical tools used for this. Chi-square test in data science. The chi-square test is used when both variables are categorical, gender, product type. We want to see if there is a relationship between them. Both are categorical. Okay. A customer preference by gender. Suppose a store wants to know if the product choice depends on gender. 30, 20, 40. Using the chi-square test, we check if the differences is by chance or if gender really affects choice. In data science, used in market basket analysis, check if click rates differ by ad type or region. See if fraud is more likely in specific transaction types. Okay. ANOVA in data science. ANOVA is used when you compare means of three or more groups. You want to know if at least one group is significantly different. Uh, Ad performance on three platforms. You run an ad on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. You measure click rates. Facebook 2.5, Insta 2.8, YouTube 3.6, and it helps check if the click rate difference is statistically significant or just random. In data science, compare performance of multiple ML models, analyze user engagements across multiple regions, test sales across different store locations. No, it's not going. Confidence interval. This one is easy, but we see that now pitch. I'll come. Okay, I'll come back. Oh, I'm back. Uh, I just don't want to read today. Why? I don't know. Oh, we'll be doing calculus tomorrow. Yeah. Can't I see something? This should not be the case.
Fill my pocket, yum, yum, yum. I want one lollipop, I want two lollipop, I want three lollipop, I want four lollipop. Lollipop, 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 lollipop. Mmm. Lollipop, 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 lollipop. Mmm. Fill my pocket, yum, yum, yum. I want one lollipop, I want two lollipop, I want three lollipop. Fill my pocket.
रंग तेरा टाइम जिवें मुंदा मुखड़ा ही कर नहीं सकूंगा टैटू गुट सन दा ते मुंदा तू होठ तो पहला दिन जूंदा मेरे वाल तुरे ओ स्लोली दिल मेरा बीट करे हौली नजर चुका के जदों बोली तू सुपना ते अख नहीं मैं खोली ओ मेरे नाल नचदी रही ओ बुलियां च हसदी रही
Send this to someone.
ते अपना भी दसदी ओ कुड़ी सच्ची किन्नी सोहनी किन्नी किन्नी जगदी रकान चन जिन्नी जिन्नी जचदी ड्रेस ओदे मिन्नी मिन्नी चढ़ी नशे दे वांगू चढ़ी चढ़ी बोतल टकीले दी ओ भरी भरी भुल ना जाए सी मैनू वरी वरी
I was talking, his screen not being shared, and it was not being shared. Let's look at this.
So I thought we could finally end 2025. I thought we were done, okay? Because 2025 is almost over, and I thought the news would just kind of slow down for this nice Christmas and New Year season, but no, because Microsoft decided just one more L for 2025 is what it needed to complete this calendar. Of course, this L comes courtesy of the land of L's, LinkedIn, which, by the way, I do want to sidebar for a quick second. Microsoft owning the lamest social network. There's something there. I don't know what the joke is, but it is very, very funny. So after an unhinged post, what happens? There's a follow-up post that somehow makes it worse. I can't even believe what is happening right now. Silence! A distinguished engineer is speaking. Now I want you to close your eyes while this distinguished engineer speaks, and I want you just to imagine what he's saying in your head, okay? No cheating. Don't read along. My goal is to eliminate every line of C and C++ from Microsoft by 2030. Our strategy is to combine AI and algorithms to rewrite Microsoft's largest code bases. Now, Microsoft obviously has some of the largest C/C++ code bases in the world, so how do you think they're going to be able to do that betwixt now and 2030, which is not that far away? Our North Star is 1 engineer, 1 month, 1 million lines of code. That's right. They need 1 engineer with the assistance of AI and algorithms to be able to process 1 line of code every 3 seconds every month for the next 4 some years straight. This idea of rewriting a ton of code in Rust with the assistance of AI and algorithms, I already have a lot to say on that. But this idea that you can go that fast in a rewrite, like, brother, I don't even think you understand your own product. It's no secret that I use Windows for all my video production, and honestly, I need to due to some hardware restrictions. And before the little Linux Andes come in and be like, hey, why don't you just write your own firmware? Shut the hell up, okay? I'm not gonna just spend the next month rewriting firmware just so I can record some videos with Arch Linux. Shut up. Anyways, I was forced to update Windows just a couple of days ago. And guess what? Everything just crashed nonstop. I could not record or stream for longer than 15 minutes without the entire computer freezing. And I had to roll back. After I rolled back, everything worked fine. Okay, I am not convinced that Microsoft has any clue what's going on anymore in their operating system. And you're telling me they're going to rewrite everything with 1 engineer, 1 million lines of code in 1 month, every month, for the next 48 to 60 months straight? I just don't believe you. And also, just like, I mean, can we sidebar for another second here? C++ and Rust, like, they express the same problem very differently. There's things you can do in C++ that you can't do in Rust and vice versa. They are not the same. This is not a one-to-one transfer. Like, how you would solve a problem in one is very different than how you would solve a problem in the other, which makes going the speed of 1 million lines of code a month, it just feels impossible unless if you're producing absolute horse, just... I'm trying not to curse, okay? What noun/adjective should I use in combination to describe the Windows code base? I don't even know, but the code base that would come out of algorithms and AI from the Windows code base would be... Okay, horseshit. I can't even help it. Not only that, but an operating system needs to be kind of high performance. And so high performance Rust versus like my Rust, Mr. Clone and Arc Mutex, they're going to look a lot different. And they're significantly harder to write. Again, 1 million lines? Doubting. Now, in my head, sudo-rs shouldn't be that hard to rewrite, yet it's going to take months upon months of effort of just fixing bugs and inconsistencies between sudo and sudo-rs, not to mention all the pitfalls that sudo-rs has already fallen into and had to scrape themselves back out of. And we can all agree that sudo-rs is significantly easier than an operating system. So when I hear that we're just going to rewrite the largest code bases at Microsoft, i.e. Windows, by 2030, call me skeptical. I don't believe you. I just don't believe that you can even write your current operating system, let alone rewrite it. I don't think you need another at-bat. I think you've already struck out. Okay, but this is where the story takes an even weirder turn, right? Now, remember that time that I just got done saying how we're going to eliminate every single line of C and C++ from Microsoft by 2030? Well, it turns out that does not include Windows. Okay, silence! A distinguished engineer is speaking again. It appears my post generated far more attention than I intended, with a lot of speculative reading between the lines. Just to clarify, Windows is not being rewritten in Rust with AI. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize I was reading between the lines. Yeah, I must have accidentally read between this line and this line to think that Windows was being rewritten, because I don't know about you guys, but when I hear the phrase, my goal is to eliminate every line of C and C++, I think of every line as every line. I guess I'm reading between the lines on that one, thinking when you say the largest code bases and every line of C++ and C, you mean Windows. Sorry, I didn't realize that. Imagine writing that for a second. You go on the internet, you say you're hiring a position, you say you're going to rewrite every line of code, and then you get upset and call people conspiracy theorists?
Okay, I'm fired up enough, and now We were at confidence interval, right? I will be back, okay? Okay, I'm back again. Confidence interval. I was looking at that. Hands on. So go ahead, see if you want. Mm. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Choosing. It's searching for this, but nothing. Oh, no, didn't get what I searched for. Okay, let's continue. Confidence interval. A confidence interval is a range of values that contains the true value of something we are trying to measure, like the average height of a student or average income of a population. The average height is 165 centimeter. We can say we are 95% confident that the average height is between 160 centimeter to 170 centimeter. Uh, Interpreting confidence intervals. Let's say we take a sample of 50 students and calculate a 95% confidence interval for their average height, which turns out to be 160 170 centimeter. This means if we repeatedly take similar samples, 95% of those intervals would contain the true average height of all students in the population. Confidence level tells us how sure we are that the true value is within a calculated range. If we have to repeat the sampling process many times, we expect that a certain percentage of those intervals will include the true value. Confidence level 90%, 90 out of 100 intervals will include the true value. 95 out of 100 intervals will include the true value most commonly used and most conservative. Uh, yeah,
When I read that statement, did you think Windows? Yes, you did, because that's normal. This is expected behavior. And to be told I'm reading betwixt the lines? What is this? At the end of the day, I really don't care what language Microsoft decides to use for their operating system, and if they are or are not using AI to rewrite their operating system in a different language. All I care about is that the thing can just work, like at all. Can we just have something that runs consistently, say, for a month? Somehow, I'm using Arch Linux and I have less problems with wild amounts of bleeding edge driver updates than I do using Windows, which is supposed to be kind of the normie pathway. Honestly, I feel bad for normies because they have to debug more problems than I do. You know what the worst part about this all is? I honestly don't think I can blame AI for this. I know the joke, I know the image, I get it, I've seen it like 100 times. 30% of code is written by AI at Microsoft. That's a gamified statistic. Okay, how many people just using like Copilot or Supermaven as an autocomplete? How much of your code would be written by AI just with that? Well, a pretty decent proportion. I mean, hell, if you just use an LSP
I had a guest. Sorry about that. Steps for constructing a confidence interval. To calculate a confidence interval, follow these simple four rules. Four rules. Define the population parameter. You want to estimate, example, mean height of students. Choose the right statistics such as the sample mean. Select a confidence interval. In this step, we select the confidence interval. Some common choices are 90%, 95, 99. It represents how sure we are about our estimate. Find the margin of error. To find the margin of error, you use the formula critical value into standard error. Okay, critical value into standard error, and confidence level is 1 minus alpha. Alpha is 5, 0.05 or 5%. Mm. Critical value found using Z table for large samples or T tables for small samples. Standard error measures how much the sample mean varies. Standard error is standard deviation by root under standard deviation by root under n dt by n. Combine these to get your margin of error, the amount you add subtract from your estimate to create a range. Okay, margin of error, uh, margin of error is equals to crit value into SE. Okay. Step 4. Specify the confidence interval. To find a confidence interval, we use this formula. Confidence
What percentage
interval,
of your code is
point estimate plus minus margin of error. The point estimate is usually your sample mean. Adding and subtracting the margin of error gives the range where the true value is likely to be. Okay. Point confidence interval is equals to point estimate plus minus margin of error. The point estimate is usually the sample mean. Adding and subtracting the margin of error gives the range where the true value is likely to be. Types of confidence intervals. Some of the common types of confidence interval are normal distribution. You know about that. It's okay in here. We get out of here and we reject in here. Okay, there's got critical value. The proportion confidence interval and the student's t distribution confidence interval. Okay, confidence interval for mean of normally distributed data. Okay, when we want to find the mean of a population based on a sample, we use this method. If the sample size is smaller, less than 30, we use t distribution, and if it larger or equal to 30, then we use t z distribution. And confidence interval for proportions. This type is used when estimating population proportions like percentage of people who are like a product. Here we use the sample proportion, the standard error, and the critical Z value to calculate the interval. It gives us the idea where the real value could fall based on sample data. Confidence interval for non-normally distributed data. If your data isn't normally distributed, doesn't follow a bell curve, use bootstrap methods. Randomly resample the data many times. Calculate intervals from these resamples. Okay, this gives a good estimate even if the data is skewed or irregular. So, if it is non-normally distributed, uh, use bootstrap method, which is randomly resample the data many times, calculate the interval from these resamples. Okay, for calculating confidence interval, to calculate a confidence interval you need two key statistics. One is mean, average of all sample values, and standard deviation shows how much value vary from the mean. Okay, And once you have these, you can calculate the confidence interval either using t distribution or z distribution, depend on the sample size, whether the population standard deviation is known. Okay, using t distribution used when sample size is small, population standard deviation is unknown. Sample size is 10, mean weight 240, standard deviation 25 kg. We don't know population standard deviation, we know sample standard deviation. Okay, confidence interval is 95%. And the step-by-step process is degree of freedom for t distribution first calculated, n minus 1 is equals to 9. The significance level is 95%, so significance level is 1 minus cl by 2. 1 minus confidence level, and confidence interval. Okay, confidence level minus that by 2 is 0.01, 0.025. It's just 5% by 2. So find t value from t distribution table, from t table for t5 and alpha 0.025. The t value is 2.262, which can be find using the below table, which is 0.1, 0.05 and 0.025. Here we find the n, 9. So it's this, apply t value in the formula. The formula for confidence interval is mu plus minus t sigma by root n. Okay, that is mu plus minus t sample error, standard error, sorry, standard error, not sample error, standard error, using the value 240 plus minus 2.262 into 25 by root under 10. The confidence interval becomes this. Okay, and therefore we are 95% confident that the true mean weight of UFC fighters is between this and this. This can be calculated using Python, SciPy, and math library to find the t-value and perform the necessary calculations. The stats module provides various statistical functions, probability distribution, and statistical tests. SciPy stats, input math, mean, std, sample std, and n, degree of freedom, which is 9, n minus 1, alpha is 0.025. We give 1 minus alpha, and degree of freedom, which gives calculated t value, and margin of error is equals to t into std by math square root n, and it gives margin of error, lower mean minus margin of error, and upper mean plus margin of error, which is these two, and that's correct. Can't I run here? I can't. Okay, using z distribution. When used when sample size is large, population standard deviation is known. Consider the following example. A random sample 50 adult females was taken and their RBC count is measured. The sample mean is 4.63 and the standard deviation of RBC count is 0.54. Construct a 95% confidence interval estimate for the true mean RBC count in adult females. Step-by-step process. Find the mean and standard deviation given in the problem. Find the z value for the confidence interval. For a 95% confidence interval, the z value is 1.960, and apply z value in the formula, mu plus minus z, and this is margin of error. Okay, so same as before, but using the values, some common values in the table given below is this. The confidence interval becomes this using calculating this from here. Okay, random sample is 50, n is 50, the sample mean is 4.63 plus minus standard deviation 0.54, divided by root under 50 is given here. Now let's do the implementation of it using Python. But before its implementation, we should have some basic knowledge about NumPy and SciPy. SciPy, NumPy, mean, standard deviation, and NZ. Okay, we take standard deviation and p dot square root. That is standard error, and margin of error is z into standard error, which is again giving confidence interval. Some key takeaway from confidence interval are essential in data science to find the uncertainty of estimates and make prediction more reliable. T distribution is used for small sample sizes, and is less than 30, while Z distribution is used for large sample sizes and is greater than 30. Confidence interval help to make data-driven decisions by providing a range instead of a single point estimate. This is especially important in A/B testing, market research, and machine learning. A/B testing. This one is on the left now. A/B testing using Python. A/B testing is a way to compare two versions of something to find out which one works better. In this, you divide people into two groups, show them different versions, and then measure which version performs better based on a specific goal. Suppose you are sending out two different email subject lines to people, and you want to see which one gets more people to open the email. Gets an email with the subject 50% off this weekend, gets an email with the subject special deals just for you. Right, right. Yes, yes. Here. Convolutional neural network. Visepa or something. Hmm. I'll be back. Okay. Back to basics.
I'm sorry, mom.
She told me that it's over, yeah, I'm feeling numb. Falling down from the trees like it's autumn. I hate you, I love you. I hate you, I love you.
I wanna leave cause you only bring me problems. Another lie, tears fall like autumn. Brought me pain, stuck in webs, had to cut through. If you told me the truth, would I still love you? I wanna leave cause you only bring me problems. Another lie, tears fall like autumn. Brought me pain, stuck in webs, had to cut through. If you told me the truth, would I still love you? Would I still love you? I still be in love. Be in love.
She told me that it's over, yeah, I'm feeling numb. Falling down from the trees like it's autumn. I hate you, I love you. I hate you, I love you.
I see your text on my phone, but it's not you. I wanna love, but I don't know what's true. I see your face on my wallpaper too. I wanna scream like it's all I can do. She don't know all the pain that she caused me. Yeah, well, I'm so low. Staying back, gotta know you well low. My heart apart, she tear me all apart. From the start, deep part, she left me with these scars.
She told me that it's over, yeah, I'm feeling numb.
I can't
Falling
navigate
down from
it.
the trees like it's autumn. I hate you, I love you. I hate you, I love you.
All I am is a man. I want the world in my hands. I hate the beach, but I stand in California with my toes in the sand. Use the sleeves of my sweater. Let's have an adventure. Head in the clouds, but my gravity centered. Touch my neck and I'll touch yours. You and those little high-waisted shorts. She knows what I think about. What I think about. One love, two mouths. One love, one house. No shirt, no blouse. Just eyes to find out. Love we don't wanna say about love.
Look,
'Cause it's too
I'm not reaching that key because use it I have been typing laptop keyboards. Each keyboard okay, my fingers are not reaching far away. Look at that. I'm misclicking another keycap. Pretty much. Yeah, look at that. I'm clicking Y also. Why am I clicking Y? My fingers are being in that key placement and they are too far away of the key. if I try to think about the key which I'm gonna press, then that will mess up with my muscle memory. Yeah, and this shift is also shit. Can't shift properly. Look at that. That's not speed it up.
I know sleep is friends with death, but maybe I should get some rest. Cause I've been out here working all damn day. Blueberries, butterflies, the pretty things that greet my eyes. When you call and I say I'm on my way. You and me belong together like cold iced tea and warm the weather. Where we lay out late underneath the pines and we still in the sun won't shine. You and me belong together all the time. Spilling wine and homemade drinks, we throw a cheers, the worries sink. Damn it, it's so good to be alive. We know that we don't got much, but then again it's just enough to always find a way for a good time.
There was
You and
lag.
me belong together like cold iced tea and warm weather. Where we lay out late underneath the pines and we still have fun when the sun won't shine. You and me belong together. This love is all we need. Oh, we've got so much. You and me, oh, you and me belong together like cold iced tea and warm weather. Where we lay out late underneath the pines and we still have fun when the sun
Bro,
won't shine. You
my focus.
and me
Damn.
belong
My focus, man. Damn. It was 80.
goes on and on,
Waste of mine.
goes on and on.
Shit. What the speed. That focus was unbelievable. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow. No force. Um, I'm always going out and in because today I have work. Sorry about that. I will go and come back. Okay. Where is 30% of my CPU being used, bro? Okay, I'm going back and forth. Really, really sorry. Notebook? Who's notebook taking? Huh? Audiograph. Obvious. Obvious is taking. Okay, camera. Okay. Oh, is there? Notepad. Notepad. It's taking memory. Okay. Let's read. Yeah, A/B testing is a way to compare two versions of something to find out which one works better. Okay, and Group A gets an email with the subject 50% off this weekend, special deal just for you. B gets, and after sending, you count how many people open each email. If more people open the email from Group B, you can decide that second subject line is better. As you can see, option B works better than option A because more people responded to it, 25% compared to 70%. When to use A/B test? Not getting good results. If something in your campaign isn't working well, try out different versions with A/B testing to find what needs fixing. Starting something new before launching a new page or message. Test a couple of versions to see which one works better. Key terminologies used in A/B testing. To understand more about A/B testing, first you have to learn these concepts. Hypothesis testing. Before you start any A/B test, you need to come up with a hypothesis. Think of it as a smart guess about what you believe will happen in the experiment. Okay. For example, if you are testing two versions of a website button, then your hypothesis would be I think changing the color of the button from blue to green will make more people click it. A clear hypothesis gives you test direction. Randomization. Okay. Next, we need to make sure. Wait. Okay. I'll be talking, but I'll not be using camera for a while. Okay. Next, we need to make sure the users are split into two groups, the control group and the experimental group. This is where randomization comes in. The control group A will see the original version of what you are testing. The experimental group B will see the new or changed version. It is done to avoid bias in test results. Sample size means how many people you need to include in your test. You want enough people to get reliable results, but not too many that it wastes resources. The more people you test, the more accurate your results will be. Okay. Sample size. Performance metrics. Now that your test is set up, you need to decide what you are measuring. These are called performance metrics or KPIs, key performance indicators. These are the things you look at to see if your changes worked. Some common performance metric include conversion rate. It is like how many people took the action you wanted, like buying a product, signing up for a newsletter. Average order value, how much an average people spend during a transaction. User retention, it shows how many people come back to you use your product after their first visit. Okay. Sample size, performance metric, randomization, and statistical analysis. Finally, once you have collected the data from your test, you need to analyze it to see if the changes you made were really effective. This is done using statistical methods. Mm, Types of A/B tests. One sample A/B test, single model comparison. One sample A/B test is used to compare new model test against a baseline model control. You can test whether the performance of the new model is significantly better than the old one. Example, a company wants to test a new version if its computer churn prediction Yum, yum, yum. Here's my food. Mushrooms and beans. Can you see that? Oh, yeah, you can. Looks delicious. Yes. Ah, shit. It's today not a good day. If I finish this too, then we can say sometimes I'm getting distracted, sometimes I have to work. It's always like this. Let's take a real world example to understand A/B testing. Suppose you are working for an e-commerce company that wants to improve user engagement by testing a new machine learning based recommendation system against their current rule based system. The goal is to determine whether the new model actually improves engagement before fully implementing it. Define your hypothesis. Before running the A/B test, you should must clearly define what you are testing and how success will be measured. Good hypothesis. The new ML-based recommendation system will increase the click-through rate CTR by at least 15% compared to existing rule-based system. Bad hypothesis. The new recommendation system might work better. Huh? Uh, is it like good prompting, bad prompting, or we have to define both? What is this? Anyway, we take one hypothesis and move on. Okay. A/B testing requires splitting users into two groups randomly. Control group, users who see recommendations from existing rule-based system. Test group, users who see recommendations from the new ML-based system. The groups must be of similar size to ensure statistical validity. Correct data. Once the A/B test is live, we need to track key performance indicators (KPIs) that helps us measure the impact of the change. Common KPIs include click-through rate. It measures user engagement by calculating the percentage of users who click on recommended items. The formula for CTR is number of clicks by number of impressions. Example, if 1000 users see recommendations and 150 click on them, then CTR is 150 by 1000, 15%. Conversion rate. Measures how many users make a purchase after clicking a recommendation. Number of purchases by number of clicks. Okay. Bounce rate, the percentage of users will leave without interacting. Data collection should run long enough to capture a representative sample of user behavior. Step 4. Analyze the result using Python. Once we have collected sufficient data, we need to analyze whether the observed differences between the control and test groups are statistically significant. Key statistical measures used average performance. It compare CTR between groups. Confidence interval indicates the range within which the true effect likely falls. Statistical significance, p-value. Statistical significance determines if the difference is due to chance. Before its implementation, we should have some basic knowledge about numpy and scipy. Scipy stats, CC, control clicks, control impressions, test clicks, test impressions, gives CTR and CTRC, NP array, CI minus CC, CI minus CC, control impression minus control clicks, contingency table, control CTR, chi-square value. The difference is statistically significant when p-value is less than alpha. We implement the new recommendation system. No significant difference. Further testing needed. Make a decision. After analyzing the result, there are two possible outcomes. If the test group significantly better, p is less than 0.05. ML-based recommendations should replace the existing rule-based system. Deploy the new fund model for all users. If results are inconclusive, the observed difference may be due to randomness. Further testing or model improvements may be needed. Okay. Tools for A/B testing. Several tools make running A/B tests easier and more effective. Google Optimize, a free tool that integrates with Google Analytics, great for basic A/B testing and audience targeting within the Google ecosystem. Optimizely, a premier platform offering advanced features like multivariate testing, cross-channel experiments, and real-time results, ideal for large-scale complex testing needs. Visual Website Optimizer, another paid tool. Mistakes to avoid in A/B tests. Wrong hypothesis. If you guess about what to change is wrong, the test is likely to work. Likely less to work. um, Less likely to work. Testing too much at once. Do not test many things together. It is hard to know what caused the result. Stopping too early. Let the test run fully so the results are reliable. Ignoring external factors. Run tests during similar times to avoid um, outside influence like holidays or sales. In data science, we often need to estimate values or compare outcomes. Yup. I brought further to eat mushroom tasty. In data science, we often need to estimate values or compare outcomes to make decisions like predicting user behavior or testing which version of product works better. Two useful tools for such tasks are confidence intervals and A/B testing. These statistical methods help ensure that the conclusions we draw from data aren't just due to random variation. Confidence interval in data science. Confidence interval is useful for a margin of error for predictions. Okay, to giving a margin of error for predictions helps assess reliability of sample-based metrics. Useful when full data isn't available. Example, estimating average order value. Suppose you take a random sample of 40 customers and calculate. Sample mean 520 rupees. Sample standard deviation 50. Using a 95% confidence interval, 520 plus minus 1.96 into 50 by root 40 gives average of average order value is likely between 5 504.5 and 535.5. Use cases. Estimating average use cases. Spending. Predicting bounce rates or wait times. Evaluating average module accuracy from test samples. A/B testing in data science. A/B testing is useful for validate product updates or UI changes, test new pricing recommendations or ads, optimize user engagement or conversions. Example: new sign up page. You run an A/B test. Page 1,000 visitors, 150 signups, 15%, 1,000 visitors, 180 signups, 18%. Using proportion Z test, the result shows that page B has a statistically higher sign up rate, suggesting it's more effective. Use cases: comparing email subject lines, testing ad placements or CTA buttons, choosing between ML models with different output styles. Dun, 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 dun. What is chi-square test mainly used for in machine learning? This is right, right? Yes, two categorical variables like gender and products. Yep. Yippee. What kind of data does chi-square test work on? Bro, categorical data. That was just the first one question. Which of the following is a requirement for using the chi-square test for independence? Must be normal distributed, must be independent, must be below, must be continuous. Oh shoot! In heat of a moment, one wrong. Chi-square value is greater than the critical value. Ooh, I don't know. Hmm. It was same as pi p value. No, forgot. Yeah, I square value is greater than. Reject the null hypothesis. I'm regret. I'm gonna regret this so much if it's not. Oh yeah, it is. I don't know why am I leaning. I was leaning to accept this significant relationship, right? So we reject the null hypothesis. Null hypothesis in chi-square test. Variables are independent. Variables are random. Variables are numerical. Variables are dependent. So this was here significant relationship means that both are dependent. They have some relationship. Okay, so we reject null hypothesis. So the null hypothesis should be independent, right? Yes, yes. Classify categorical data to compare the means of multiple groups to predict numerical outcomes to calculate correlation coefficient. This should be the answer. Yep. I misclicked here, yeah, because of this, I guess. Oh, appreciation. F ratio. Mm. Between group variance to within group variance. Mm. Yep. Two independent variables, two-way ANOVA. How ANOVA, how is ANOVA useful in feature selection for machine learning? It helps identify important numerical features related categorical. Hmm. Huh? All are wrong. What? This converts categorical features into numerical values. It replaces missing value in numerical features. This removes duplicate features from the dataset. Yes, that is the right answer. What does a 95% confidence interval mean? The true value is guaranteed to be in interval. 95% of the data lies within the interval. The sample mean will always lie in the interval. We are 95% sure the true population value lies within the interval. Which distribution is used when the sample size is small, less than 30, and population standard deviation is unknown? T distribution. What is the formula for to calculate a confidence interval? Confidence interval is calculated by mean plus minus z or something by margin of error. Yep. Which distribution is used when sample size is less than 30 and population standard deviation is unknown? This is the same question, right? What is the main goal of A/B testing? To randomly change website elements, compare two versions, and find which performs better to create more design variation to increase website traffic. Why is randomization important in A/B testing? To avoid bias in test results, to ensure one group performs better than the other. This one's not it. To make the test more complex, to test multiple features at once, to avoid bias in test results, to test multiple features at once. Bias should be the answer, right? In Python, A/B test example, what does a p-value less than 0.05 indicate? The test failed to collect enough data. There is no difference between control and test groups. The difference in CTR is statistically significant. The test group had fewer users than expected. Okay. Wait. The test failed to collect enough data. There is no difference between control and test groups. Uh, Difference in CTR is statistically significant. Yes. Unlike result is unlike due to chance. New version likely performs better. Yes. Derivatives. What should we do? Should we do this tomorrow? I guess we can try this tomorrow. If I don't, yeah, we can try this tomorrow. Mm, please don't let me be sleepy or it could hamper. Never. Okay, done. So let's do this. We'll do calculus tomorrow. I'll be excited for that. Then Manuva test for day after tomorrow. And we will look through data analysis. Finally. After that, we'll be looking matplotlib, rebound. Then we'll be looking ML. After that, unsupervised learning, supervised learning, we'll be doing real world projects if it's feasible, or if I'll do that here, or if there's anything that provided here about that. But mm, okay, okay, fast API, MLOps, Flask. Okay, reduction, association rule, introduction to deep learning. In week 11. Okay, we are in week second. Sorry, week second. There's long way to go, guys. Long way to go. And okay, let's see. There are MCQs in here also, right? Yeah. There are MCQs in everywhere. Can chart, CNN, RNN, recurrent neural networks, concurrent RAG. There's no RAG. RAG. No RAG. A RAG is retrieval augmented generation. And how much is our point? 630. How much we need? 2160. So that's it for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.